Hello, this is Ashi and welcome to this video. This is the little project I have for you today. Sorry about the glare. The weather is frightful in Lincoln today. It is windy and raining, so I've got all the lights on, but it does make it a bit difficult to see. So let me take this little ribbon off and you can see it opens up. There you can see it's a little booklet for you to keep two little tea bags in. So just makes a lovely little gift, and the sentiment says there, love is a warm cup of tea. So you can I'll put the ribbon back on top of this if I can. Oh, I got it on quite easily. Normally I struggle with ribbon, but it's been nice to me today. So simple gift there. Okay, so let's start. Supplies, you're going to need some of our foil sheet. And the colour we're using today is Rich Raspberry, and you're going to need firstly a piece that measures 6 1/4 inches by 3 1/2 inches, and then two little pieces here that measure 4 by 2 inches. And then the paper we're using is the Designer Series paper, the family stacks as I call them, again in Rich Raspberry. And you've got one piece here which measures 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. And you've got two little bits here that measure 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use the main piece first. This is the 6 1/4 by 3 1/2, and you're going to score at 3 inches on either side. So 3 inches like that, twist it around like that, and at 3 again. Okay, that's all you need to do for that piece, so we put that aside. Then our two small little pieces, we are going to score at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. So let's just do that. Sorry about that, that's thunder. You heard that in the background. Just shows what an awful day it is here in Lincoln. They say later on this week it's meant to be 30 degrees, but the way it's feeling today, you really do wonder if it's ever going to get there. And if it does, our bodies are not going to know what the hell's hit them, because we were in the rain and the gloom, feeling like we're in the middle of winter, and then suddenly we're going to be in the Bahamas. So it's a bit of a shock to the body. Anyway, that's our scoring done now. Okay, so let's bring back our pockets, and we're going to fold on our score line. So just let me get my bone folder. As I'm sure I've said many a time before, bone folder is one of the most important tools you're going to have. And so we're just going to we're just going to fold on all of our score lines. So as you can see, we made our little pocket, and now we're just going to need to take the bulk out of the corners here so our pockets will fold properly. So don't know if you can see there, sort of, we have our score line coming down here and one along here, which leaves this little square in the corner. We're just going to cut across at an angle to take the bulk up like that, and do that on the other side, and the same with this one here. Okay, so those are our two pockets. So let's get rid of these bitties, and now we're going to bring back in our main piece, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold on our score line. So that's the one. Just find the other one. That's it, and fold nicely. Okay, so now we can actually stick down our Designer Series paper. So that's going to be our front here. So we're going to put our first piece of paper here. So let me get some snail, my ever favourite snail. I much prefer snail here, and as you know, Tombow and me don't like each other. I find snail just so much easier to use, and it's just, you know, adhesive is very much a personal choice. So if you like Tombow, go for it. Okay, so there we've got our Designer Series paper. So now we're going to do our pockets, and so our pocket's going to fold in like that. So we want to put adhesive here. So let me just put You can use tear and tape as well. If you're going to use something heavy in these pockets, then I would definitely advise you to use tear and tape, but I'm just going to use these light little tea bags, so we don't need tear and tape for that. So just you're just going to stick your pocket down, just lining it up with your score lines and everything so it's all nice and straight, and then just use your bone folder like that to make sure it's well stuck down. So let's do the other one here. You know, that's a second snail that's gone on me in 2 days. I'm not impressed. And unfortunately, because we're having customs issues, as you might know, here in the UK, a lot of our adhesive and things have been stuck in customs because Stampin' Up need to have what's called safety data sheets to check that everything in the product obviously is kosher and okay, and the data sheets they've been using are no longer acceptable in Europe. They want different ones done for whatever reasons, and so they didn't realise it until everything actually got stuck in customs. And so unfortunately our snail refills are stuck, and so we don't have any at the moment, so I'm hoping I'm going to have enough. Otherwise, yes, I'm going to have to use Tombow. I'm not going to be a happy camper, I can tell you that. So I'm just making sure this is actually properly stuck down. Okay, so now we'll bring our 2 little pieces of designer series paper, the 2 small bits, and we're going to just put those there, and then put the other one there. Now, as my mother said, she didn't realise, when I showed this to her, she didn't realise I was going to hold tea bag. She said to me, oh, but you could put your business cards in there. And she's right. So you could use this as a business card holder, or you could even put your bus pass in there. It would be a lovely little holder for your bus pass, and then you go onto the tube or the bus, and you're like, oh, look at me with my snazzy bus holder. So there we go. There's our 2 tea bags. Okay, and then we've got the base of our book. Now we're just going to have our little folder. Now we're just going to keep it closed with some pretty ribbon. And the ribbon I'm using today is this one here. It's called the Metallic Edged ribbon. Okay, and I'm going to attempt to, I'm really sorry about that, Thunder. I'm going to attempt to tie a bow using a ribbon. Eek! I always find myself all fingers and thumbs, and it's a bit. Try once more. Give myself a little bit more leeway with ribbon. I can be a bit stingy when I'm tying it. I don't want to waste anything. But sometimes if you don't use enough, it makes the whole process, to be honest, really quite difficult. So let's be a little bit more generous and see whether I can do something better. Yeah, it'll do. I ain't prissy. So just cut it off at an angle to try and stop it from fraying, and also looks pretty, so get that out of the way. Okay, so there we go. There's our little booklet. So we're going to just do our last bit of stamping. So let me just straighten this out a bit. I think I've got glue somewhere, I can feel it sticking. Okay, so let's put that aside. So we're going to do some stamping. So appropriately, the stamp we're going to be using today is called Tea Together. Okay, I'm using this little stamp here that says love is a warm cup of tea. Okay, and we just need some scrap of Whisper White cardstock to stamp on. Okay, so here's our whisper white. I just had to go and get some because I'd forgotten it in my little prep pack. So we're using the Rich Raspberry ink. Ink it up, down, hold. Yep, lovely jubbly. Okay, put that together, and now I'm going to be using the 1-inch punch to cut it out. So this just fits, so you just be careful when you're doing it. You can see it just, yeah, that'll do. Okay, and then we get it cut out using the 1 1/8 scallop circle punch. We're going to cut out a little piece from here, from our foil sheet. Let's put that aside. And now, where did I put my snail? That's the old ones. Where's the new ones? Oh, this is the new one here. I've got 2 old ones next door to me because, as I said, I don't have any refills for them, so they're just sitting there unloved at the moment. Okay, so there we go. Oh, I haven't got that very straight, very central rather. Let's peel it back out again. Yeah, it'll do. Okay, and then I'm just going to pop that up on a dimensional because it's easy. Okay, bring back our little project, stick it there, and we're done. So that's what I did before, that's what we just did together. Really cute little projects, I think. So if you enjoyed the project, I'd really appreciate if you give me a thumbs up so YouTube know, and don't forget to subscribe so you're alerted to future projects. If you need any information like measurements, supply list, etc., that'll be on the blog post that goes with this video, and the link to that will be in the description box below. And all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!